Hey guys, Mike here. So today, I'm here to talk to you about The Secret Life of Pets 2. In this review, I'll be going over a brief summary of the plot, my quick thoughts about the film, and whether or not you guys should go and see it. So I'm going to try and keep this review spoiler free. However, if you don't know anything about the film and you want to go in completely blind, then let's just come back to this video once you've seen the film. So with that, let's get started, shall we?
Ah! Oh, it's just this weird little guy. Ow! 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 Not cool!
In The Secret Life of Pets 2, there are pretty much three stories going on at once. There's one where Max is trying to get over his anxiety, one where Snowball's trying to save a tiger, and one where Gidget's trying to get back a squeaky toy. Now, if you think that most of these stories sound ridiculous, then you'd be right. However, are they unfunny? For the most part, I'd say no. Though, first of all, I didn't watch any trailers for this movie, so I didn't really know what I was in for. And from the first 5 minutes, I thought that it was just going to be about Max trying to deal with having a kid in his house. But they pretty much skimmed over like 5 potential storylines for what this movie could have been within the first 5 minutes. And instead, we get these 3 stories that I previously mentioned. Each one of the stories is fine. I wouldn't say that any of these stories are particularly original or particularly creative, but I wasn't bored watching them. Eventually, these 3 storylines converge into one, and that's where the rest of the movie takes place. Though honestly, I'd say Gidget's storyline became the most irrelevant. Well, first of all, because in the first movie, she's like this kind of kung fu expert and can take on multiple animals at once. Yet, when it comes to retrieving a squeaky toy that's in a room full of cats, she all of a sudden can't fight anymore. I know kids' movies don't exactly err on the side of realism, but I thought that this was just kind of a bit weird and they kind of forgot what her character was from the first movie. Again, I know I'm analysing this a bit much, I just thought that it was a bit silly. And pretty much the importance of her storyline pretty much boils down to someone being run over. That's literally it, that's what her storyline constitutes in the end. However, the other 2 storylines definitely have a lot more relevance within the movie. Max learns to be a lot more confident in himself, and Kevin Hart gets to be Kevin Hart and pretty much yell and scream and be pretty funny. But ultimately, Kevin Hart is still Kevin Hart in this one. Overall, guys, I was expecting a dumb, needless sequel that had a fair few funny moments, and they definitely delivered on that. There were a few select hilarious moments throughout the movie, but a few hilarious scenes does not a good comedy make. But now, as for whether or not you guys should go and see it, ultimately, this one isn't really worth seeing. It hasn't really got anything that you should go out of your way to see. It's not all that funny, it's not all that creative. Though the voice acting is fairly decent and the animation is still on point. And I'm actually quite proud of Illumination for barely making any Minions references. Literally, they only have the one in the Illumination title card. So, you know, good on Illumination for pretty much steering away from the Minions. But ultimately, like I say, it's not worth going to see. Though I did actually have a fairly good time with it, it's not really all that. So, you know, make of that what you will, see it, don't see it. It's pretty much inconsequential. Okay guys, that's my review of The Secret Life of Pets 2. If you've seen it, what did you think about it? And what's your favourite talking animal animated movie? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below. And until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!